Hey, thank you guys for joining this free series. Now, I'm going to teach you something that is very vital for every African business, for anybody who wants to make money in the export business. And I'm going to show you the quickest way to get started. In fact, for those of you who are ready to start making money via export, you can actually, start earning in dollars in as little as 30 days. Now, what am I teaching you? I'm going to teach you how to set up a free Amazon account anywhere you are in Africa, so that in as little as 30 days, you can start selling and making money. Now, why is this so important? Anytime I go to Amazon and I see a lot of the products, you go to Etsy, you go to eBay, you go to some of these sites in the USA where they are doing billions and billions of dollars in sales every month, you see products that are from Africa. But what is happening? You have the Chinese, you have the Europeans, they are the ones selling these products. And why is this happening? Because they come to Africa, they pay us maybe $1 for a product, and then they refine it a little, go sell it on Amazon, sell it on eBay for as much as $20 or $30, what they bought for $1. Now, it's about time we in Africa take hold of our resources. And that's what I'm going to be teaching you today, how to set up a free Amazon account so that in as little as 30 days, you can actually start making money and earning in dollars, irrespective of where you are in Africa. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to reduce my screen here because I've prepared a very detailed PowerPoint presentation that I'm going to be using to teach this series. All right, so let's move on. Now, the title of what I'm going to be teaching you today is how to set up a free Amazon account from anywhere in Africa and get paid in dollars, or your preferred currency directly into your account. So again, you're going to be able to have a free Amazon account irrespective of where you are in Africa, and I'll show you how Amazon can deposit money into that account irrespective of where you are in Africa. So again, what are the potentials that exist? This is very important because a lot of us do not know the potential that exists with selling on Amazon. Take a look at what you see on the screen. Now, some countries have gotten it right. There is no doubt in it. There are some countries that have gotten it right. Now, the first product you see, now, these figures you see are from, we have a tool that we use called Helium 10 or Jungle Scout. And in some of my other series, I'm going to be teaching you how to get these tools. Now, this shows you the amount that some companies are making selling various products on Amazon. Now, the first one is African black soap. Now, the values you see on the screen were actually captured at a certain day. So their sales varies, monthly, but this is what was captured on a certain day. So you see the African black soap, they are doing over $82,000 a month as of the day that I captured this. And what I always ask myself, what I tell people is, imagine if you set up your free Amazon account now and you are able to make 10% or even 3% or even 1% of what some of these companies are making. Look at the other one, the unrefined shea butter, 103,000. Now, those first two products are Ghanaian companies. They have origin in Ghana, and I think the Ghanaians are doing pretty well. But there is still a lot for those that don't know this to learn. The third product, it's a product from Togo. So again, like I said, it's not all African companies that are doing badly. Some have gotten it right and are doing pretty well. So again, if something as simple and as easy to make as African black soap can be doing this amount on Amazon, you can imagine the potential that exists. And that is why every company, irrespective of the category of products you sell, you need to have an Amazon account. Now, for those of you in food, food is one area that I love a lot. And the reason is simple, because food and cosmetic. Food is something that people must eat on a regular basis, And what you see on the screen there are sample products, That hibiscus tea, I think is a US company, but they get most of these things from Egypt. So again, they are doing pretty well, selling hibiscus, selling moringa. The values you see, they're actually cumulative values for various products that they sell in their category. So, but again, It goes to show you the potentials that exist. Imagine, we have so many African honey makers that don't even know how to export their honey to sell in the USA. Amazon is the first place to start. And I can tell you, even though you're starting on Amazon, we have other ways that you can actually sell. So again, like I say, take a look at that honey. Imagine if you are able to make 3% or 10% or even 1% of what this company is making by selling on Amazon. And you can do this whether you're an individual or a company. You can set up an Amazon account. Now, look at these two. These are just woodwork. Look at how simple those products are. These are just small pieces of wood that you hang on the wall, and then you put your books and other things there. Look at that kiddies primary table and chair. Amazing. These are things for which we here in Africa are exporting the raw wood. So we export this raw wood to the US, to Europe, to China, and then they transform it into these little products. Put it on places like Amazon and look at the amount of money they are making. It is ridiculous. We in Africa need to tap into this opportunity. Now, this is fashion. Africa is rich in fashion. But what is it that we see? The few countries that have got it right with fashion, they sell at peanuts to companies that buy in wholesale. Yes, they are making a lot of money by selling in wholesale, but you can imagine how much more they will make if they go into retail, direct retail on Amazon. And that's what we're talking about. That is why a lot of you, irrespective of the size of your company, you need to have an Amazon account. Look at this. For those that are in leather, take a look at some of that, the materials you see there. Look at that wallet. I have seen people who have come to my office with amazing leather products, amazing. And they are not making the money they should be making. So this thing, look, you need to have an Amazon account. Now, my goal in this series and in this free series is simple: to help African companies develop the right products for export to the USA and help them to find buyers in the USA. And we can do this simply, by tapping into thousands of everyday products around us in Africa. I did a series here on YouTube called 30. I'll talk about that later. But again, there are so many products, thousands and thousands of products that exist around us here in Africa that you can tap into and put in the export market. Now, the solution we have, and that's what some of the things I'm going to be showing you, is how to do this without you knowing the hundreds of traditional export rules that most people need to know. You don't need to go for numerous trainings, because I have seen, I do a lot of training for companies. I have seen companies who have gone for trainings upon trainings upon trainings, and at the end of the day, they have very little to show. You don't need to have a huge marketing budget. You don't need to have a huge warehouse. We have solutions that help you take care of that. Now, again, like I said, my goal is simple, to take any African business that currently is doing about $0 a month in export, and in 2, 3, 4, 5 years, we have them selling on Amazon and some of the retail stores in the USA. Our target for most companies is to get them to do over $100,000 monthly. And this is possible. From the last products you saw, you could see that there are some companies who have gotten it right, who are doing close to this just on one product. So this is not a huge target. It's a target that can easily be met because you have the buyers in the USA. So irrespective of whatever it is that you sell, clothes, fashion, woodwork, whatever it is, the potential to get you earning in dollars is very easy. Now, there's a saying by Bill Gates. He says that most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year, but underestimate where they can be or what they can do in 10 years. What is it telling you? You need to start now. Some of the companies I showed you, they did not start today. They started maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. One of the companies there, Alafia, I think is from Togo. That company is doing over $25 million on an annual basis, selling African black soap. They started in 2003, but they persevered. They kept on going. And that's how they've been able to build a company that is over $25 million. It's amazing. So start now, start small, listen to what I'm going to show you, and in 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you'll be amazed at where you are. We have people who started with us, and within a year, they were already doing $1,000 every month on Amazon. Now in 2, 3 years, I can tell you from that $1,000, they'll probably be doing $3,000, $5,000 a month, and that is on one product. Imagine if they are able to sell 4, 5, 6 different products. And again, how much you can make on a monthly basis depends on the category that you are selling in. And you'll get to understand all this as we move along. Now, don't leave this training, after watching part of it. No, if you stay till the end, there are a couple of things I'm going to be giving you, and you only see this at the end. One, I'll show you how to get a full understanding of how to make money on Amazon. It's key. You need to have a good understanding of how to make money on Amazon, and that's what I'm going to be showing you in this training. I'll also show you how to sign up for an Amazon account from Africa. I will guide you. I will show you the step-by-step process, what to click, what not to click, what to select in order so that you don't have any issues. A lot of people try signing up and they always tell me they got stuck somewhere, they couldn't proceed, they didn't know what to do. This is one of the things I'm going to be showing you when you stay till the end. I will also show you how to get paid in dollars. For some, you may be paid in local currency depending on the type of banking system you have in your country. But the key thing is that for most of you, where you can receive payments in foreign currency in your country, I will show you how to do that. I will also show you what products around you in Africa can be exported to make crazy amounts of money on a monthly basis. And then for those of you that are in food products, I will also show you what they call how to get a food facility registration. Because if you are in food, you need to have it. You cannot export food in commercial quantities to the USA if you don't have a food facility registration. And these are things that you will get. Amazing things. I can tell you for a fact, I'm giving you all of this free, all this knowledge absolutely free, because our vision is simple: to increase the wealth of Africans. We want to have many, many Africans tapping into the potentials that exist with exporting to the USA. Now, again, if you stay till the end, I will show those who want to be personally mentored by me. I'll show you how to get in touch, what you need to do, and I can guide you on the step-by-step process you need to start selling on Amazon. Now, again, about me, that's me there. That's the Lagos Business School here in Nigeria. And I do a lot of training. I have trained well over 1,000 businesses, and a lot of them are already selling on Amazon, exporting to the USA with the materials that I give. Now, I have been the MD of American Air Cargo. This is a company with offices in Houston, Texas, and Atlanta in Georgia. We have massive warehouses, and we're tapping into this warehouse, to help you export your products into the USA. You have a warehousing, and from there, you're able to dispatch your products to various buyers all over the USA. I left American Air Cargo in 2020, December, and started Export and Sell, and that's what we are doing now, because I saw a huge opportunity that exists with Nigerians. Now, how did I even decide to start Export and Sell? Very simple. During the COVID, I was in my office not knowing what to do. We had 2 warehouses. We were paying close to $20,000 a month in rent because of the size of the warehouses. And there was nothing to do. For 4 months, everywhere was shut down. So I decided to go on YouTube and start teaching people how to export. And within a month, we had over 1,000 followers. And I was like, wow, a lot of people need this knowledge. And then I started. Before I knew it, people were sending products to me from various countries in Africa to help them to sell on Amazon. And we started. And then we started having issues. We discovered that a lot of people were sending the wrong products. They didn't know the process, how to export, and so many things. So we started the training system. And that's why I decided in December 2020 to help start up Export and Sell and help Africans to increase their wealth. And again, this is for Africans, irrespective of where you are in Africa. You can tap into the solution we have. Now, the solution we have is for you. It's not everybody that a particular solution will work for. But if you are a local business, you have products that you are currently selling locally, we will help you to quickly get it into the international market. Not just on Amazon, but we're going to start you on Amazon, but we can get it to various other locations. If you have quality products, they already meet local standard, this solution is for you. You have the capacity to expand, A lot of you have factories that are operating below capacity. Now that is for you. You have international demand. You have the desire to go international. Some people are already asking for your products, but you don't have that capacity because you don't have the warehousing out there in the USA so that you can easily distribute to them cheaply. The cheapest way for you to go big with export is that you are able to ship your items via ocean in bulk, and then you warehouse it locally. And from there, when people ask, you just dispatch to them instead of you using air all the time. If you are one of those who have been having those challenges, this solution is for you. Now, some of you have gone for trade shows. This solution is for you. A lot of times I go for various trainings. I remember one training I went to, and then the company of this very big textile manufacturing business came to me and said, look, your training is awesome. But you see, I have gone to numerous trade shows in the USA. And after those trade shows, after spending thousands of dollars in tickets and so many things, we are not able to get buyers. But I can tell you for a fact, the solution I have is a practical-based solution that will get you with having buyers in as little as 30 days. Now, for those of you that don't have a product, but you have the capital to start something, you have the capital to start an export business, this solution will also guide you into selecting the right product that will maximize your profit in a very little time. Now, again, like I said, it's not for everybody. If you are one of those who want to get rich quick, this is not for you. This is for serious businesses who are ready to build a solid business over time. Granted, I can tell you for a fact, if you follow what I'm teaching you, in as little as 30 days, you can start making money selling on places like Amazon. But over time, you need to broaden your distribution capacity. You need to be able to sell to Amazon on various retail stores, and it takes time. But I can tell you, just like companies like Alafia that I said started in 2003 and are doing over $25 million annually, you will get there. Okay, you must be ready to learn because there's a lot of new information that I'm going to be passing over to you. What works in Africa is typically not going to work in the USA. So there are lots of modifications, and you need to be open to change. And then you must have certain level of capital. Now, how did I get into this business, exporting? So it's very simple. In 2014, my mom came to the USA. I'm in Houston. In fact, I'm still based in Houston, but I travel all over Africa, teaching people, helping people get into the export business. So she came, she had cancer. She's cured now. It was, so after her treatment, her radiotherapy, the nurse was like, look, get these soursop leaves. Get soursop leaves, the dried leaves, soak it in hot water and drink the tea every morning. And then I started looking for soursop leaves all over in the US, and I couldn't find it. But I found it on Amazon, and they were selling for about between $14, $11 and like $20 for tiny bags like this. And I remembered when I was small, in my grandmother's compound down in Africa, and I used to hate going to her house. Why? Because anytime we went there, the first task she would give us is to sweep all the soursop leaves that had fallen, pack it and burn it. It was a lot of work. But here, I was sweeping things that were valuable. Each time I look at the heap and I compare what I buy, what I had to buy on Amazon, each time I went there, we were throwing literally thousands of dollars away. Why? Because we did not have the knowledge. And that's how I started. I said to myself, the next time I now travel to Africa, I started looking for opportunities because it exists everywhere. And, I was in traffic traveling, driving down, and I saw this bowl. This was actually how I started selling on Amazon. I think this was in 2016 or thereabout. So I was traveling down. I saw this young guy selling these bamboo bowls, beautiful bamboo bowls. You put it on your table, use it to store various items. And I said, bring those bowls. I loved it. I told him, can you bring like 25 of them to my office? The next day, he brought about 25 to my office. And then I tried to set up an Amazon account but I couldn't. So when I carried all of them, traveled to the USA, set up an Amazon account, and within a month, all of them sold at about 4 to 5 times what I bought them for. It was amazing. And then it opened up my eyes to you have thousands of African companies out there that have products that are way better than this, but they do not know how to sell it. And that's how I started. That's how anytime I now travel to home, I'll buy different things. These are different things that I started selling on Amazon. But my mind now said to me, if I can sell these simple things, what about the thousands of African companies that have things, that are selling these things to peanuts? Selling it at very ridiculous prices to the Chinese and the Europeans, who now go and sell it 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 times what they sold it to. How do we give these companies the opportunity to sell directly to the retailers all over the USA? And that was how I started, So again, my goal is simple: to help take any African company from as little as what you see here to making $100,000 a month in a very short while. So now achieving that goal is not something that happens overnight, like I told you, but the key thing we want to do is that within 30 days, we want to get those who are ready selling on Amazon. Once you can start selling and making money, the rest is for us to help to build it. And we have a 5-step process that we take to get you to that level. But I'm not going to talk about it. So again, let's go back how to set up a free Amazon account from anywhere in Nigeria. And again, there are lots of products that you can sell on Amazon. Fashion, leather, leather products, woodwork, art and craft, furniture, beauty products, packaged food, pet product, building material, health and supplement. All these are potential. Right, so we're going to go straight to Amazon, and I will show you all you need to know to actually start selling on Amazon. All right, so let's go to the screen. Now, where you need to go is simple. Go to the URL sell.amazon.com. 1 second here. Let me make sure I'm capturing everything. Yes, I'm getting everything. So go to sell.amazon.com. That's where I am now. And it's going to show you, it's going to form the basis of where my training is going to be. Now, in this section, I'm going to teach you the key things you need to know before you open up an Amazon account. Why is this important? Because on our Instagram page at Export and Sell, I was talking about helping people sell on Amazon at one point in time, and then a lady started sending all sorts of negative messages. What was she saying? She said, yes, Amazon is so deceptive, this and that. That she tried selling on Amazon, and by the time they gave her the money they deposited in her account was not what she expected. So she was selling something for like $20, but she was getting something else in return. And then I told her, okay, I sent her a message and I was like, okay, what is the problem? Explain to me what you were selling. So when we now got talking, and I discovered that she did not understand the way Amazon works. So it's key. That's what we are going to do now. You need to first of all have an idea of how Amazon works. And I'll be frank with you, even though Amazon will work for probably 95% of African companies, you still have that 5% that it may not be the best place to sell. So we're going to start with the pricing process, so you understand the various things that happen on Amazon. So again, like I said, go to sell.amazon.com. Now, let's start with pricing. Okay, now, the first place I'm going to go to is let's talk the numbers, because Amazon has made it simple to understand these things. If you don't understand how much you are going to make, how Amazon pays you, you could be selling in the wrong place. So again, let's start. I'm going to break down these 4 areas so that you understand it clearly, so that when you set up that account, you are setting up the right account. All right, so the first thing is the selling plans. Now Amazon has 2 ways to sell on them. You have one that they call the personal or individual plan, and the second one is what they call the professional plan. So what do you mean by the individual plan? It's the same thing. You get to sell your products on Amazon, but you don't pay a monthly fee. And I recommend this for each of you starting to sell on Amazon. So when you open your first Amazon store, start with the individual plan. Now, what is the difference between the individual and the professional plan? It's simple. The individual plan is you don't pay a monthly fee, but they take about 99 cents per item sold. So you have what they call seller fee and the FBA fee, and I'm going to talk about that as we go along, because you must understand this. So if you have the professional fee, they do not take the additional 99 cents, 0.99, which is virtually $1 for each item sold. So because the professional plan takes about $39.99, which is $40 a month, if you are selling less than 40 items in a monthly basis, it makes sense to stick with the individual plan. So again, for those of you who are starting, irrespective of the product, you can start with the individual plan for the first 1 month. See how much you have sold. Now, you may be lucky that within a month you've sold over 40 items. Then you can easily switch to the professional plan. Now, the good thing about the professional plan is there are so many options that are available there. You can advertise your products via Amazon PPC, so that as people are buying your product, you are able to have your product featured. So let me show you what I mean by that. So if I go to Amazon.com, when you see, let me just search for something. I'll search for African black soap, for example, because that's one of the examples we gave. So if I search for African black soap, there it goes, African black soap. You're going to see what they say sponsored here. And this is a good way to sell your products, to put it in the eyes of people, so that you are always on top. So those are some of the benefits that you get from the professional plan that you're probably not going to get from the individual or personal plan. So again, there are lots of benefits. And again, if you go through this page, it shows you, you can add products on Amazon, grow your business with Fulfillment by Amazon. Fulfillment by Amazon, I'm going to talk about that shortly. So you can see the list of advantages. You can sell in additional categories. If you have the individual plan, you are typically restricted to just one category. Brand tools like A+ content and stores. So with the professional plan, if you have a brand, so you have a trademark either set up in US or some of these countries that is recognized by Amazon, you can have what they call an A+ content, and that gives you, so let me show you what they mean by A+ content. If I click on this product, for example, you can see that they have the ability to display more things about their product. This is what you call an Amazon A+ content store. And this is because they have their trademark already registered with Amazon. So again, you can see they have different ways to explain it. Now, if you don't have a trademark, you won't be able to put in some of these extra features. The only thing you are going to be able to put in your store is this page that shows you the basic contents, and then you won't have the ability to put in this. Your product description will just be limited to something like this, just text. So again, that is what you have, we call the A+ store. So again, look, like I said, start with the individual plan, get to understand how Amazon works, then move up to the professional plan. Now, you can also manage your inventory with spreadsheets. You can use an Excel to upload your files instead of doing it one by one. You have API integration. So for example, you can integrate your store with tools like Helium 10 and Jungle Scout that gives you better visibility of what you are selling. You can run promotions. You can add multiple users to your account. So again, if you are doing the individual plan, it's an individual, only you can run that store. But with the professional plan, you have a lot of things. So again, those are some of the key benefits that you're going to see with selling on using between the professional and the individual plan. But again, like I said, start with the individual plan. When you have sold up to 40 products in a month, then you can switch to the professional plan. Now, a lot of times when you try to sign up for an Amazon account, it's going to push you to the professional plan. And a lot of people have reached out to me like, oh, I'm trying to sign up for the individual plan, but I can't get it. They keep asking me to enter my card. And I'm going to show you how to avoid that when we get to the, the process, the step-by-step process of how to set up your Amazon account. Now, the second thing you need to learn about selling on Amazon, so we've talked about the selling plan, the individual plan where you pay 99 cents or virtually $1 extra for every item you sell, and the professional plan where you don't have that extra charge. But that is not the only thing. The other thing is what we call referral fees. So what are referral fees? Now, Amazon will charge you a percentage for every product that you sell. So they call it referral fee because basically they are referring the buyer to you. So for example, take a look at some of this. So when they say referral fee, look at what they mean. So, for example, if you are selling appliances, right, Amazon will take 8% of whatever it is sold. I think there's a minimum of 30 cents. So what does it mean? It means that if you list an appliance for $100 on Amazon, they are only going to give you $92 because they're going to take 8% as the cost. So again, this is where a lot of people get it wrong. They see Amazon, they see a product selling for $20 and they are using $20 to calculate their profit. It doesn't work that way because Amazon has to take their seller or referral fee. That is where they make money. So again, let's look at it. If you are selling auto parts, they're going to take 12%. So if you sell a product for $100, they are going to take $12 and they will only deposit the balance, $88 to you. If you're selling baby products, they will take 8% for anything that is $10 or less and 15% for anything that is more than $10. So if you're selling handbag and luggage, they take 15%. This is the minimum. If you're selling health, beauty products, so basically this is cosmetics. If you are in the cosmetic business, they are going to take 8% for anything less than $10 and 15% once you are selling it greater than $10. So again, look at the various categories. An area that is really of interest to a lot of people is art, because Africa, we are good in artwork. So again, they take 20% for sale up to $100. And then 15% for sale. So, so you just need to look at it, understand it, so that by the time you are doing your calculation, you are not calculating with the total amount that you're going to sell. Let's take a look at food. So food is under Amazon is called grocery and gourmet. So they take 8% for anything up to $15 and 15% for anything greater than $15. Now, you need to understand how this works, how you can use these things to maximize your profit. So for example, if I have a product and I want to sell it for $15.99, does it make sense to sell a product for $15 or $15.20 if you are selling food? It doesn't. Because by the time Amazon takes their 15%, you are going to be less with something less than if you sold it for $14.99. So for example, if I sold a product for $15, let me do the rough calculation. If I sold a product for, say, $15.25, so 15 times 25 times 0.15, Amazon is going to take $2.28. So if I remove the 15.25, I'm left, 15 times 0.15. Let's assume I sell it for $15. So Amazon will take $2.25, and then I will be left with $12.75. Now, what if I sold it for $14.99? They will only take 8%. So $14.99 times 8% means that, and then if I remove the, so it means they would deposit $13.79. So again, don't go to Amazon and start selling food for $15 or $15.20, because by the time they remove 15%, you will get back about $12.75. But if you sold it for $14.99, because they're only taking 8%, you get $13.79. So you need to understand this. And that's why I said, look, listening to this part of understanding how Amazon works will help you make more money. So again, you have different categories. All these things are there. Sell.amazon.com. Look at the pricing. Go to the referral fee. Pet supplies, they take 15%. But if it's veterinary diet, they take 22%. Fashion is another one that a lot of people are interested in. Let's look at how much they take for fashion. I know fashion is about 17%. Let's see. Where's fashion? Footwear. No, that's not fashion. Jewelry. That's not what I'm looking for. Everything else is 15%. I can't seem to find fashion. Fashion, jewelry 20, footwear is 15, fine art, clothing and accessories. Yes, that's what they call it. So like I said, it's 17% because, we have a lot of sellers that are in this category. So I know that offhand. So again, clothing and accessories, they take 17%. So again, if you sell any product on Amazon, you're selling fashion, you sell it for $100, you're only going to get $83 back because they are going to take $17 out of that amount. So again, that is how the seller fee works. And again, what is the next thing you need to know? The next one you need to know is what they call the fulfillment fee. Now, what is fulfillment fee? Amazon has two ways that you can sell. One is what we call fulfillment by Amazon. That is the most popular. And the other is called fulfillment by seller, or FBM. Some call it FBM, fulfillment by merchant. They're virtually the same thing. So what is fulfillment by Amazon? Fulfillment by Amazon is very simple. I think I have a demonstration, an image of how it works. So just 1 second, let me show you that image. That's not just a second. Times I don't even know how this thing works. All right, I can't seem to get that. But anyway, I'm going to explain how that works. Okay, so fulfillment by merchant means that you, the merchant, are the one shipping the products to the buyer. But fulfillment by Amazon means that Amazon is the one shipping the product to the buyer. So how does this work? Now, with fulfillment by merchant, one second here, please. All right. So with fulfillment by merchant, you have custody of the products. Just 1 second. Let me get the diagram, because that diagram actually makes it easier, a lot easier for you to understand how Amazon works. Okay. Just 1 second. I'm trying to get it here. I know I had it here before. Second. I had that diagram. Really makes it easy, Shows you how okay, well, I can't just find it now. So I'm going to just try and explain it. So again, that is it. It's simple. With fulfillment by Amazon, you have to first of all ship your items to Amazon's warehouse. So Amazon is going to be the one to store the products, and then when any buyer buys your product, Amazon is the one that is going to ship it directly to that buyer. So a lot of people love it because it's easy. Now, one of the things I'll tell you, a lot of times when you try to start selling on Amazon, especially if you are based in the US, a lot of people say, oh, I want to fulfill it by myself. But it doesn't work that way, because when you take this product, this pen, for example, you take it to Amazon to sell, to fulfill. Because Amazon has volume, they are able to sign deals with UPS and FedEx that they will probably deliver this pen for $3 or $3.52 or thereabout. But if you take this pen to the post office to ship yourself, they are probably going to charge you close to $9, $10 to ship. And it will not even get there as fast as 2 days that Amazon offers. So because of that, a lot of people, they don't want the extra headache of having to deal with warehousing, having to have staffs to ship out. The only time you see people doing fulfillment by seller is when they have very big items, and you will see the reason why. So again, those are the two ways to sell on Amazon: fulfillment by Amazon, fulfillment by seller. For most of you new sellers, I will recommend you go with fulfillment by Amazon. But there are challenges which we will talk about shortly. So what do you see? Now, fulfillment by Amazon, because Amazon is the one warehousing and shipping it, they have various charges. So take a look at this. Now, if it's a small item, which means the item is 4 pounds or ounces or less, they are going to take $3.22 to ship it. So what does this mean? So again, understand how Amazon works. So what did we see, for example? Now, let's say, for example, you are selling food products that cost $10. Now, a lot of you will think, oh, I'm going to get $10 back. It doesn't work that way. So remember, we already talked about the referral fee, of which for food, anything less than $15, Amazon will take 8%. So for that food that you are selling for $10, 8% is what? 80 cents. So Amazon will take 80 cents out for their referral fee. Now, on top of that, because you are using fulfillment by Amazon, which means Amazon is going to be the one to ship it, they are going to take $3.22. So by the time you add 80 cents to $3.22, it gives you $4.02. So when you see your returns from Amazon, Amazon is going to only deposit $8 or thereabout into, well, $4.02. They are going to deposit, so 10 minus 4.02. They're only going to deposit $5.98 into your account. So you need to understand this. And this was the problem. The lady that was going back and forth that Amazon is horrible, she did not understand how Amazon works. So again, you need to factor all this into your calculation, into your product profitability. So, you need to factor the referral fee, which is a percentage of what you are selling, and the fulfillment fee. So let's look at other examples again. So again, if you have large items, so items that weigh, say, 3 pounds to 20 pounds, they are going to take $7.17. So imagine a new seller that did not really understand this, or who is trying to sell on Amazon, and you carry a product that you want to sell for $10. Now, at that $10, it may be way profitable in your country. But when you take that $10 product to Amazon, and because it weighs, say, 4 pounds, Amazon is going to take about $7 something. So 10 minus $7 means you are left with only $3. Remove the referral fee of about 80 cents if it's food, you're going to be left with about $2 or thereabout. So you need to really understand how Amazon works, and you need to factor all these things into your calculation for profitability before you begin selling on Amazon. And there are ways to go around it. So don't worry, don't look at it and say, oh, Amazon is not profitable. No! You just need to know how to price your items. So what you see most times is, a lot of people selling on Amazon will have to raise up their prices in order to accommodate for the referral and the seller fee. So again, that is how it works. So they have different cost structures for different items. So again, look at large items. When you have items that is like 150 pounds, or bigger, they are going to take $89.98 plus $0.83 per pound over 90 pounds. So for example, if you have something that is maybe 200 pounds, they are going to take 89.98 plus 0.83 times 50, which is the difference between the weight and above the first 90 pounds, so it will now be 0.83 times 110, because it's 200 minus 90, So again, you must know how to do these calculations, and there are tools that are available to do the calculation for you. So again, that is that fulfillment fee. Again, fashion, I'll tell you, look, fashion is a good product to sell, but there are always different things. Amazon makes a lot of money from fashion, so it's normal for them to take a little bit of the pie there. So again, if you look at the fulfillment fee for smaller items, it's $3.22, but for fashion, apparel, it starts at $3.43. So it's a little bit higher fulfilling fashion. And again, remember, from the seller fee, Amazon takes 17%, which is higher. So if you have a fashion item that you are selling for $10, Amazon is going to take 17% of that. What is 17% of 10? That's $1.70. And then they will now use $3.43 to ship it to the customer. So, and that is if the item is 4 ounces or less. Most times you're not going to have a fashion item that is this small. So let's say the item weighs about half a pound. This is about half a pound, 8 ounces. So Amazon, and you're selling it for $10. Amazon is going to take 4.63 that they are going to use to ship it, plus 17%, which is 1.7. So the total they are taking is $6.33. And if you remove that from 10, you're only going to get $3.67 back. So understand how Amazon works, how their fee structure for anything you are selling using FBA they are going to take the seller fee, which is a percentage of what you sold it for, as well as their FBA fee, which is, based on the item, based on the weight, based on the dimension, to ship it to the customer. So again, these things are key in understanding what you are going to do, in understanding your profitability. Now, I have a series where I show you how to determine the profitability of a product that you want to sell on Amazon. And if you click on the link below, you can sign up for that as well. Now, what other costs are you going to see selling on Amazon? There are various costs, inventory fees, so again, because they are warehousing their products for you, there's going to be some charges, for inventory and warehousing. But again, those charges are minimal. I won't worry too much about it if you have very small items. And again, Amazon is, they've done this business for a long time. So one of the things you see with inventory fee is towards the Christmas period. I think it starts from October or thereabout. They charge higher because they know a lot of people are trying to stock up items that they're going to sell in Christmas. So they are going to charge higher. I don't know, maybe if I click there, it's going to show it. It doesn't show it anyway. But again, that is how it works. Towards the Christmas period, they have a higher inventory fee, storage fee, and then other seasons, it comes down a little bit lower. So again, they have other fees. If you are doing renting books, high volume listing fee, refund administration fee, so many things like that. Now, one of the things that kills new sellers on Amazon is a return fee. So let me show you how that works. And that's why before we help anybody to sell on Amazon, it is vital you have a product that is good. You have a product that meets quality. So let's say, for example, you're selling a product for $20. Now, because that product takes 15%, Amazon takes 15%. 15% out of that is $3. And if they are using $6 to ship it, $6, it means Amazon is taking a total of $9, and then they are giving you $11 back. Now, if that product has shipped to the customer and the customer returns it, what happens? Amazon is going to take the cost to ship it, which is $6, and the cost to return it, which is $6. So they are going to take $12 out of that product. And remember, they are refunding the whole cost that the customer paid to them. So what does it mean? It means that you have made nothing, but Amazon is going to take about $12 out of your account. And this is something that we saw probably about 3, 4, 5 years ago when we started. We had a customer who was selling honey, and because of the packaging, the honey was always leaking as it got to the customer, and customers were always requesting for a refund because, if your packaging is poor, there's a tendency for it to leak and all that, So at the end of the day, she was having so much in return fees. She sells something, she was selling it for about $30 then. She sells something for $30, and Amazon is taking, I think it was $8 to ship, $8 to bring back. Amazon was taking $16 without her making any sale. So if she sold 10 products that month and the 10 of them were returned, she was going to be hit with an Amazon charge of almost $160. So $160 will come out of her account without her selling anything, making anything. So again, it's vital. It is key. It is important to understand this. It is important to have good quality product. And that is where we help a lot of small businesses to look at their product to make sure those products will not suffer from such return fees. And we have a lot of people that we have helped. We have ways to test these products to make sure that you're not going to suffer such a case. So again, those are the key things, the key fees you're going to see when you sell your products on Amazon. Look, there is a huge potential. Do not worry about these fees. It's important you understand it, but I can tell you one thing, do not worry about them because people are still making $100,000, $200,000 on a monthly basis. It's about understanding how it is and then understanding how to price your product so that you don't have to worry too much about some of these things. So again, those are the key things that you need to understand about selling on Amazon. Understanding these fees is the key to being profitable on Amazon. Okay, so I'm back again, and we're going to go back to the presentation that I had initially. So now you understand how to sell on Amazon. You understand how the FBA works and the FBM works, which is fulfillment by Amazon, whereby Amazon ships and they take the seller fee as well as the fulfillment or the shipping fee, and fulfillment by seller, where they only take the seller fees. Now, the challenge is a lot of you are going to be selling on Amazon from Africa. So the question is, what is the best model for you? Now, there's a challenge with selling on Amazon. Like, if you don't have your products sitting in the USA, whereby you are able to easily send it to Amazon as the items are running out, it's going to be a challenge. Imagine if at any point in time, say you start with 20 products and they get exhausted and you have to use air to ship it to Amazon because you don't want to run out of products. And that's one of the things you're going to see with Amazon. If you have products that are selling and you are doing pretty well and you suddenly run out of products, your ranking is going to go down. So if you were, say, for example, on the first page, because you run out, you're going to go down maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 pages until, at times, obviously, if you don't have any products, they won't show you. But when you restock, because you ran out for a while, you will be down in the ranking. So again, profit calculation can be difficult. It can be difficult if you don't know what is your final charge for a given product. So, for example, you ship and customs is asking you to pay this after you've estimated that you're not going to have those charges. It could be costly. Restocking or return issues. Again, I talked about the return. If they have to return the product, it's very difficult. So it makes a lot of sense. Again, if you are doing FBA, when they do the returns, they return it back to Amazon's warehouse. But restocking is typically a big issue. So if you have, because a lot of times, if you're a new seller, there's a limit to the number of items Amazon wants you to ship to them. Now, why do they do that? It's very simple. They don't want to have products that are not going to sell, where, stocking up their warehouse, taking up all the valuable space when they have existing products that are selling very well. So as you sell more, they give you more space in their warehouse because they are interested in making the higher FBA and seller fee than the warehousing fee. Now, Seller Central, that is the Amazon platform for sellers, can be quite challenging. So how do we deal with this? Now, I'm going to show you how to set up your account. But again, it is vital we understand this core thing. So again, this is the image I was trying to show you the other time, the way that you ship your products to Amazon. So you have the FBA where you have your inventory and you ship it to Amazon's warehouse. And from Amazon's warehouse, they send to the customer. And the other is the FBS, which is fulfillment by seller or fulfillment by merchant, where you keep the product and you use FedEx, DHL, whatever to ship it to the customer. You already have a good understanding of this, so I won't waste much time. Now, here at Export and Sell, we notice this problem that a lot of Africans have. So one of the solutions that we do is, basically to allow you anywhere you are in Africa to ship your products to our warehouse. So you can use ocean service, ship it to our warehouse, and then we inventory the product. And then we send it to Amazon as it's running out so that you are always in stock. Now, the cost of the warehousing, because you are shipping via ocean, ends up being so low compared to shipping via air all the time to Amazon. Now, that's our US warehouse. We have warehouse in Atlanta. Atlanta is the warehouse on the left, and on the right is the warehouse in Houston. Now, one of the things we saw was a situation where, because we were just helping people sell on Amazon, there was something that we had items just sitting down in the warehouse until it's sold. And then we came up with other ways, and I'm going to be talking about that in other series or later down the line. Now, again, remember what I said if you stay till the end. So now I believe you have a full understanding of how Amazon works, the various charges that they charge you. You have the sign-up fee, the account, depending on if you have the personal or the professional. Again, if it's the professional, they charge you $39 a month. And then upon that, if it's the personal, you just pay $1 extra per item sold. So once you hit more than 40 products per month, you should move to the professional. And I've already explained some of the other items that the professional has. And then you have the seller fee, the fulfillment fee, and then a couple of other items. Remember, I told you if you stay till the end, I will also show you a couple of things. Now, to not make this video long, now the rest of the series, you're going to be able to watch it absolutely free. Simply go to exportandsell.com/Amazon. Again, there is no charge. You're going to be able to watch the whole series absolutely free. And in that series, I'm going to be showing you how to sign up for your Amazon account from Africa. It's going to be a step-by-step process. Again, it's absolutely free. You're going to be able to follow me as I sign up an account, and then you know the right buttons to click. You know, remember what I said. When you try to sign up on Amazon, they will always push you to sign up for the professional fee. And then you get stuck a lot of times. Oh, you've already entered your email address. You've already entered so many things. You don't know how to go back. And, you know, a lot of people just get frustrated and say, you know, I don't want to pay that $39 fee. I don't want to sell on Amazon. So I'm going to show you the step-by-step process. You know, before we even start, I'll talk about the various documents you need, all those things, and it's absolutely free. exportandsell.com/Amazon. You'll see that there. Now, the other thing that I said, I will show you how to do it if you stay till the end, is how to get paid in dollars from anywhere in Africa if you are selling on Amazon. And again, it is absolutely free. So these two trainings, you can have it on Amazon, on exportandsell.com. You know, absolutely free. Just go there. It's only going to ask you to register. It's free. Like I said, you don't pay a dime to watch it. Now, I also said what products around you in Africa can be exported profitably. Now, this is amazing because by knowing the various products you can export, you can your mind opens up. A lot of times people think it's only clothes and shoes and those things that they can sell. No. There are so many. I can tell you there are 1,001 things that you can sell on Amazon. So what I did in the past, I have a series called 30 Days Amazon Challenge, you know, and you can see it here on YouTube. A lot of you may not know that it's there, and that's why I'm going to show you, guide you to where it is. If you go to YouTube, Export and Sell, you know, just search for YouTube Export and Sell. Be sure to subscribe. You know, you're going to see a series called 30 Days Amazon Challenge. And for 30 days, what I did was I showed various categories. You can see on the screen there. I think day 1, we started with products you can sell on Amazon. Day 2, we looked at wooden items that you can sell on Amazon. You'll be amazed how much people are making selling wooden items. Now, day 3, I think it's still everyday wooden items. Day 4, I looked at pet products. Again, look, there's so many items. This 30-day series is going to open up your mind. Now, what is going to happen by the time you play around with this series is, as you are moving, as you are walking around, you know, I've had people who tell me that as they, you know, their mind is now open. They are beginning to see everything around them. They begin to see dollars, you know, as they walk around, because they now see the potentials of various things. You know, I talk about the right packaging for your product. I talk about art and craft, you know, some of the challenges you face, baby items. So again, go, you know, follow me, exportandsell.com. Sign up for that. Now, the food facility registration program, for those of you who are into food, I also said I'm going to give you full training. Again, it is absolutely free, and I have put it here on YouTube. Again, simply go to our YouTube channel here. Be sure to subscribe. How to easily get an FDA license. That's what you've searched. In fact, if you search this, how to easily get an FDA license, a complete guide for food exporters, search for it on YouTube. You're going to see my video, and I break down the process on how to get an FDA food facility registration program. I think I've already talked about this, how to sign up for an Amazon account, how to get paid in dollars, exportandsell.com/Amazon. Now, remember, one of the things I also said, if you want to have a one-on-one consultation with me, whereby I help to guide you. Now, before I do that, I have to make sure you have a product that is ready for that, that can be sold on Amazon, and you understand how to get that product ready. So we have a special series, exportandSell.com/wealthfinder/WF. So if you ever have an, you want to get in touch with me, you want to have me look at your product, you have to go through that series. Now, when you finish going through that series, I do a Zoom session. So I'm going to log on to Zoom, and then if you are one of those that have a really good product that we know we can easily help to market either on Amazon or eBay or Etsy or various channels, I will be willing to offer you one-on-one mentoring. I've seen people with amazing products. Let me give an example. There was this lady in one of these sessions, business sessions, where I was teaching businesses how to export to the USA. She had a very unique product. It's a dress made for ladies that has an opening, so that you can get intimate quicker without having to take off a lot of your dress. And it's an amazing category. One of the things you learn about selling on Amazon or even anywhere, is that you need to identify a niche. If you identify a niche that has potential, that is amazing. And that's one of the things you will see when you go through this series. This series is amazing because it takes you through identifying the right product to sell. So first of all, I will show you how to identify a category, and you're going to have assignments that you do every day, to make sure that you are working to identify that product. So the first day, you will identify a category to sell. This is actually very important for those of you that don't have a product already. If you sign up for it, it will first of all help you develop that category to sell. Now, the next day, from that category, I'll show you how to break it down to determining the right product to sell that will give you the maximum profitability. And on the third day, we'll start doing profit analysis. We'll start doing calculations on how to know how much profit you're going to make on that product. So again, export and sell, we do a lot. For those of you that want to get in touch with us, we do offer export consultancy and training for companies that want to export to the USA. We help with listing and management of your products on Amazon. We have warehouses in the USA where we offer dispatch and logistics within the USA. And this is one service that a lot of people love. We have people who have customers all over the US. And one of the biggest challenge they have is that anytime they have a product ordered, they have to ship it either via DHL or UPS, and it's very expensive. It cuts deeply into their profitability. So by having the warehousing in the USA, what we do for you is that you are able to ship maybe a pallet or so via ocean. You put it in our warehouse, and as people buy, you just go into our warehouse management software and we ship those products to you. So we offer that as well. We offer incorporation and trademark filing. So again, remember what I showed you about the professional fee on Amazon, how you are able, because you have a trademark, you are able to have what they call an A+ content on Amazon. So with that, you are also able to have, with the trademark and the incorporation, you are able, irrespective of where you are in Africa, we're able to set you up with a US company, with a US bank account, and as you sell on Amazon or other channels, the money is transferred to that account. You can log in from anywhere in the world and do your wire transfer in dollars or wherever you want. So again, imagine you're a big company. We help to set you up in the USA. We help to file your trademark, and you need to pay your suppliers in China. You don't need to be looking for foreign currency locally. You can log into that account, take some of your Amazon proceeds, and send to your buyers. Now, again, this is good for the big companies. We also offer product standardization for export. Shipping and warehousing, we don't do a lot of that. Really, we focus more on helping you to sell, but we can always direct you. Advanced management, and then we have what we call buyer finding service, where we help you find buyers for your products in the USA. So again, it's simple. Like I said, our goal here at Export and Sell is to take you from $0 a month, and in a couple of months, years, have you selling on Amazon and some of the retail stores all over the USA. Again, like Bill Gates said, most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year, but underestimate where they can be in 10 years. So take the leap now. It's very simple. This is the process. It's a step-by-step process. But the first thing you have to do is to set up your Amazon account. And once it's set up, we are there to guide you all the way. So again, watch the rest of the series. The step-by-step process on how to sell on Amazon. Go to exportandSell.com/Amazon. I'm going to show you now that you have a good idea of how Amazon works, how the various profit and, you're going to make, the fees, and how the final amount is going to be deposited to you. You can now go here and learn how to sign up for your account, and I guide you step by step. I'll also show you how to get paid in dollars so that any sale you make on Amazon or various other sources will be deposited right into your account. So again, those are some of the things that we do here at Export and Sell. I hope you've been able to learn a lot. I'm available. You can always reach me, contact@exportandsell.com. We are there available to help African businesses. I say it again, Africa, we have massive potential. We have a lot of products that are just lying wasted. You have the Chinese and some other countries just coming to give us peanuts, and then they are shipping those things to places like the USA, making thousands of dollars off of we Africans. And it's about time African businesses such as yours, such as mine, take hold of their destiny. And that's why we say we here at Export and Sell are helping to increase the wealth of Africa. Again, make sure you go to exportandsell.com/Amazon. Sign up for the rest of the series. It's absolutely free. After those series, you are bound to have an Amazon account. You are bound to understand how to be paid in dollars. And I'll also give you tips on what you need to do to determine the right product to sell, how to ship it, how to warehouse it, and so many other things. So again, stay blessed, and we hope to increase the wealth of Africa. Thank you.